Guys, it is our last week of Grow With Us program, and this session is about sponsoring. I'm Jess, your Superstar Director, and I'm sure you have been blown away by all the amazing trainings that you've gotten from all of our other directors in our group. I sure have. And I hope now that you put all these different skills together, and I want to start off with my training, just a little one chapter in the Flip-Flop CEO. And what this is going to explain is why growing your party planning business is essential for your future. Okay, so it's chapter 6, Get a Plan. The best way to predict the future is to create it, by Peter Drucker. It's a little quote that he says. All right, it says, it's time to get real about your money, honey. So far, you've figured out that it doesn't grow on trees. That's good. But have you noticed lately that it also doesn't grow in the stock market or in your bank account? Unfortunately, your house is no breadwinner either. It went from being an asset to a liability overnight, or as re-owned financial expert Robert Kiyosaki calls it, a credit card with shingles and a driveway. If you think your job is an investment, think again. The average wages for the middle class haven't gone up in 10 years. Shh, stop it. And unless you consider a gold watch and a pat on the back to be a good return on a 35-year investment, it's a loser. Besides, when you switch to companies, you're back at square one. Isn't that the case? Now let's talk about your savings account. First, congrats on even having one, if you do. In this economy, you're a rare breed, but what will it be worth a few years from now when inflation skyrockets, but your balance doesn't? What can a savings account really do for you anyway, aside from offering a few bucks in case of an emergency or retail splurge? And what will you do after it gets wiped out? Seriously, what happens when you don't want to work anymore, or worse, can't work anymore? What if you or your spouse gets laid off? What will you do when a family member needs your help? Or you want another baby, a new car, home, wedding, or college fund? What are your options for creating additional or passive income? Think about that. As you can see from the diagram on the following page, which I'll show you guys in a minute and talk about it, you don't really have many. First, whether it's a CD, money market account, or a savings account, you have to have money to make money. At the current interest rate, to make an extra $200 a month in passive income, you have to have more than $120,000 sitting in the bank as we speak. That's right, sitting to make $200 a month additional income. So there's a chart here, okay? And it breaks down to earn $200 per month, and it's different interest rates. So the average person has, if you do a 10% interest rate, the amount in the bank has to be $24,000. To earn $600 a month, you'd have to have $72,000 in your bank account right now to earn an additional $600 a month. Now it goes up from there, okay? If you want $800 a month, $1,000 a month, $5,000 per month, $10,000 per month. Let's talk about the 600 and then the 10,000. 600 is what you make automatically if you sell $2,000 every month. Bam, 600 bucks. You have control over making those sales, creating those relationships, and your bank account by saying, I want to make $600 a month consistently. And you have the skill and the tools to do that with Scentsy. Now, to earn $10,000 per month at a 10% interest rate, you'd have to have $1,200,000 in your bank account to earn an extra $10,000 a month. Now, with Scentsy, when you begin to sponsor, you are going to be growing an income, a sponsoring income, which is the best way to maximize the compensation plan and the most simple way. I'm going to finish up. It's only 2 more pages. Even if the interest rates improve to 5% in the near future, you'd still have to have $48,000 available to invest. all to receive the same $200 a month. Most of us don't have the kind of money sitting around, and even if you did, it wouldn't be worth it to plop it in some account that moves like a snail. You've had to get started at the age of 20 for it to be worth it by the time you're 65. So what's the answer? Something with a little more risk and a lot more reward. The stock market, maybe. That might have been the answer in 1985, but as a lot of broke baby boomers will tell you today, 10 years ago, they would have been better off putting their money into high stakes poker than the NASDAQ. Since the Great Depression, the stock market has crashed 3 times. 2 of those times were in the last 10 years. Now, do you think network marketing looks silly? Listen, when we think it's great that some of you have no debt and that you've managed to put a few pennies away for a rainy day, but you shouldn't have any illusions about just how far that will get you in this economy or at all. Now, nowhere else is there a lower investment with a higher rate of return than in network marketing. For less than a few $100, you get the chance to earn $200 a month, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month or more in far less time. And unlike almost every other opportunity around, you don't have to put yourself in debt first, spending 20 years of your life paying back a loan 1 cent at a time, all before you have enough to invest. Are you catching on? Day in and day out, we hear from smug friends who inquire about how our network marketing business is doing after 10 or 12 weeks. Please, what were your stocks marketing after 90 days in the market? How much interest was in your savings account after the first few months? Were you rolling in the dough after 3 months at your entry level job? Wake up, folks. It's time to take a critical look at why certain things in our society are respected and others are rejected. Yes, we know that in network marketing, there's no guarantee, but unlike a lot of other options covered here, the outcome is largely within your control. So before you go throwing your money at a next broker or banker you see, consider putting it in the wisest investment of all, you. You are the investment because you have control of what you do with your actions. And this last page right here, it says, get the facts. According to an article in Business Week, as baby boomers age, there will be more retirees collecting benefits and fewer workers paying taxes. The current Social Security program is financially sound until 2041, at which time it will cover 80% of promised benefits. But with privatization, the Social Security budget shortfall arrive as early as 2017. When Social Security was adopted in the United States in 1935, the retirement age was set at 65, but life expectancy was 62 and a half years old. The average person died before they could collect. As of July 2010, both Republican and Democrat leaders of the House of Representatives indicated that your retirement age will likely be raised to 70 over the next few years, a chance that will impact the Social Security benefits of all people ages 50 and younger. According to the AARP, many baby boomers could not afford to retire because of the recession, sharp decline in house prices, rapidly rising prices for food, gasoline, and utilities, and stock market losses, which have cut into the value of 401k savings. Okay. Obviously, I recommend for you to pick up the book, Flip Flop CEO, because it breaks down what our business is, how you can capitalize on it, and how you could be the smarter investor in your future, in your family's future. If you don't know this, you can literally gift your business to your family, to your children. This is something that you can literally create a legacy. of financial stability because you have control over what happens in your business. Now we're going to talk about sponsoring. First, I want to talk about why it's so important. First of all, when the party planning company, network marketing industry got created, it was for the average person that needed extra income but didn't have the spare time to invest in more than a couple hours a week aside from their other commitments, meaning their other full-time job that's paying their bills right now, their children, their children's sports, their extra whatever they do. They need the money, but they just don't have the time to commit to going to a part-time job, because part-time is usually committing to at least 20 hours a week. So when you go and you utilize the party planning business, you are effectively being able to kill a lot more birds with one stone, meaning partying is getting people in front of you so you can demo and share the business product, meaning the products, the hosting opportunity, and the business opportunity. Those are three things that have to be shared at a party, or else you're wasting your time and you're cutting out the ability to grow your business. Sorry, my dog's distracting me. So eventually, in order to keep your business lucrative, as well as organized, and for you to be able to continue to maintain it, you need help. You can't give good customer care and provide and do parties for hundreds and hundreds of people, right? Eventually you need people to join your team and start the Scentsy opportunity for themselves, their own journey, so they could be sharing the business opportunity, hosting, and products with people that you don't know and you'd never be able to touch. So your team is an extension of you. We can't do it alone. You hear the expression, there is no I in team. I can be 1,000 times more effective because I'm able to have people in all areas of the world sharing the product, sharing the hosting opportunity, which gets product into people's hands and in a way that they will be able to afford it by hosting, and then sharing the business opportunity. Now, currently, we only have a little over 220,000 consultants in the business, and we've been around for 16 years. That is like a dot on the map. So if you've had any thought in your brain that there's too much Scentsy consultants, you joined too late in the business. First of all, we have just had our hugest growth, hyper growth year in our entire company. We are literally breaking records in the direct sales industry that other network marketing companies are literally calling our owners saying, what are you guys doing? And it's simply following the core values: simplicity, authenticity, and generosity. And generosity was put into this core value mission for Scentsy is because when you practice generosity and selflessness and you're offering other people to join in with you, you give yourself that much more opportunity to receive 10 times more than you ever do when you're doing it yourself, right? So I'd like you guys to switch your mindset to being somebody that can share and provide an opportunity. Now, what I want you to ask yourself is, do you truly believe that? Do you believe that Scentsy is an opportunity? Do you believe that Scentsy can truly change somebody's circumstances? And the higher percentage of people that doubt that are usually because you haven't had any type of change or in your business, in your life yet. Okay. But all these other skills that you just learned throughout the last few weeks, if you implement them consistently, you will start seeing the change in your business and in your life financially as well as socially, because you are growing your resources, your social resources, your relationships, your network in your business and in your life. But your mindset has to realize and understand and accept that you can't do this alone. Now, if you are struggling with sponsoring, I'm going to go through some of the most top, reasons why people struggle. Number one is exactly what we just talked about, is that you don't believe that it's possible. You don't believe for yourself. You may be struggling on a worthiness, whether you're worthy to make $10,000 a month with Scentsy, whether you're worthy to be able to, quit your job and just do Scentsy forever because it seems like just a dream and a fantasy. The moment you decide that you are worth it and it is possible is when your business will start to grow and you will be moving towards that dream to become a reality. But when you doubt it, you are going to be hesitating to do the actions that need to happen. You will be hesitating to go for the no, whether it's for products or for hosting, and definitely with sponsoring. So I want you to ask yourself that right now. I want you to stop the recording and ask yourself, do I truly believe this is something that really can work? That I truly can find success and make the dreams that I have on my dream board become reality? Do I really believe that? I will tell you probably about 97% of you are going to say no. And that's okay. If that's where you are, I'd strongly suggest that you set up time with your director to do some coaching, because it could be literally just a little bit of digging to find out where that hesitation, where that lack of self-worth is, or disbelief. And it may just because you need to hear from people that are actually making it happen. Maybe you need to hear the numbers that people are making, real people that you know. Maybe you need to hear how it's changed somebody else that you actually know, how their life on a personal testimony. We won't know that until you start doing coaching. And coaching is what's going to, your director will ask a lot of questions, and it's simply going to be helping you dig and think in ways that you may never have thought before, okay? So once you stop the recording, you think about that. If you came back and you said that, no, I don't really believe it, but you have to be honest with yourself. You can't be saying, oh, of course I do. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, we'll see, right? If you really want to change that belief, you can't do that on your own. You need support. You need knowledge. One of the best things you can do is grab this book and get more knowledge, The Flip-Flop CEO, okay? But you do need that support system. We say in Scentsy that you are in business for yourself, but not alone. And the reason why is because, do you see any other successful business running in the world that doesn't have a support system, that doesn't have other people handling different areas that they're not experts in? So that's why growing a team as well is helping your organization become a true business, money-making business, lucrative business, is because I have skills that somebody else doesn't, that I can provide. You have skills that somebody else doesn't and that you can provide. You have skills that I don't have. And so you would be providing skills for me in my business. And that's the way this beautiful business works, is that we all work together. There's not one person that's perfect. There's not one person that has all the skills in every area by any means. Over time, when you are intentionally growing your skills, you're going to be more skillful in different areas that you weren't before. But there is never a time that you're not going to have a need to continue to grow your skill level. Never, because there's always room to grow. Okay. So let's start with recruiting conversations. Who should you talk to? You start with your warm market, guys. And if you're in this program, you've been around long enough. I don't know. One person just joined like 2 months ago and she's already a lead consultant. So some of you are new, but have you truly talked to your warm market about the business opportunity? Have you truly said to them, let's get on board with me. This is going to be an opportunity for all of us. They need to see your belief. They need to see that you care about them enough that you want to bring them on board so they can come with you on this journey and grow with you financially, socially, emotionally, everything. So you start with your friends and family. Start with the people you love, because you could be more open with them and genuine with them. Tell them from your heart, look, this is different. I believe in this. I really want your support, and I want you to go along. I want you to come on this journey with me. Okay. The second group of people that are most important to be talking to about this business opportunity are your best hosts and customers. Okay. Now, Jess calls a customer a one-time order. So I would like to convert that into hosts and clients, people that buy from you regularly. Those are people that you absolutely 100% have to give that opportunity to. Why? Because it's not fair to them to not know it's an option. I'm going to say that again. It's not fair to them to not know it's an option. Because if people are ordering regularly and hosting with you, 9 times out of 10, even if they've thought about joining, they think they're stepping on your toes. So they need your personal permission to be able to jump on board and have the same opportunity that you have. They have to have your permission. They need you to say, hey, I think you'd be great at this. I want you on board with me. I want to do this together. I want you to be able to take all the benefits that Scentsy can provide so you can get your amazing products that you love and you're addicted to. So you can get it at a lower cost and get things free and half off, but also get paid from your own purchases and all your friends and family. Okay. And then when you tell them that, say, I bet you money that you have at least a handful, if not more, people in your life that already buy Scentsy anyways. So they might as well be buying from you. Right? Okay. The 5 most successful people you know. Okay. The 5 most successful people you know. Who are those people? And here's the thing. Where is your mindset to that? The majority of consultants think if the person they know has a successful career, they have a bank account, that they're not struggling. First of all, let me just say a side note. You don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. People may come off like they're rich, their family's fine, their marriage is fine, their health is fine. But meanwhile, behind closed doors, they're struggling and things aren't going the way they're basically coming off. Okay. So until you dig deep, there are people that need this opportunity. They may absolutely have a financial income that doesn't need extra income, but they may need the support and the community that Scentsy provides. They need a family, that like-minded people, positive people that lift other people up. They want to be a part of a family. And so many different reasons, but they don't know it's available until you offer it to them. So don't judge by what people look like, come up on Facebook, their job description, their title in their job. But because let me tell you why. Most successful people are those who are busy and can multitask. The reason why the most successful consultants are busy is because they are seeing a lot of people on a regular basis. They're out in the world. They are going from here to there. And so they're exposed to people all the time. So they are more likely to be successful with Scentsy and selling the product, getting people to host and even sponsoring new people, because they have a network of people, because they're busy all the time. And because of that, they have the skill to manage many different things at once. Okay. They have to learn the skill or else they wouldn't be able to manage it because they're so busy. So what's one more thing to throw on their plate, right? Look for people who would bring the same energy to your Scentsy team. Okay. When you see somebody that has a positive energy, positive outlook, upbeat, friendly, loves people, communicates well, other people love them, that is somebody you need to talk to, because they are going to be able to shine in ways that people need them to, and shine the that light of opportunity their way. Referrals, guys. Referrals. Referrals are the best compliment you'll ever get in your business. The best compliment. Ask for 2 bookings and referrals so you can meet more new people. Ask party attendees, hosts, customers, acquaintances, family. You can ask for referrals directly or create a different system. Place a sticker on each of your orders, initiate social media challenges, mail, postcards, etc. So there's so many ways you can ask for referrals, but here's the thing. Just because the person you're talking to doesn't like fragrance or doesn't like to host or doesn't want to join your team, it doesn't mean they don't know somebody that does. So, and here's the thing. Doesn't every other business out there have the same marketing strategy? They will, if you refer a friend and get half off your next monthly expense, your cable company has that. Your cleaning company has that. If you have a cleaning company, if you don't and you want one, that can be part of your dream board of that you want to make enough money that one day you have somebody to clean your house. Whatever your heart desires, you put that on your dream board, and that will give you your why to motivate you to continue to work your business. Okay, anyone and everyone. Anyone and everyone, guys. Every person that has a living, breathing pulse and heartbeat is an opportunity and can have an opportunity for them. So you work your business like a ritual, meaning the more you have rituals set up of how you present your business opportunity, your hosting and your products and your Scentsy Club opportunity, the more easier and more simple, and again, it'll become like it rolls off your mouth and it's just what you do. You make sure you're covering all your bases, because the one person you don't share these other opportunities other than products is the one person that may be your next superstar director in your business. Because here's a little personal story. There was a lady that was on my son tried soccer for a day. He was like 3 years old. He hated it, never went back. But I had the coach on his team was a Scentsy consultant. She gave me a Scentsy catalog. Okay. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. I didn't have any money at the time. So that catalog went to the floor of my passenger seat. Okay. It got stepped on, it got ripped up, it never got opened. But here's the thing, that Scentsy consultant knew my contact information. She never followed up with me, because if she would have followed up and maybe shared what was in that catalog and asked if there was any questions that I have, I would have probably had to go, oh man, I have the catalog still, but it's like at the bottom of my passenger seat, all ripped up. She could have said, well, let me bring you a new one, or, I'd love to invite you to my next party or whatever. Long story short, 4 months later, I was at Scentsy Family Reunion with a director ribbon on. And you should have seen the face, the eyes. She looked like a deer in headlights when she saw me at the Scentsy Family Reunion 4 months later, because I joined Scentsy within weeks later because somebody else asked me to join. The most biggest answer that people give you when they are asked, why did you join Scentsy? When they really boil down to it, it's because somebody asked and offered it to them. That's it. It's just because it was made available. So you have to give them permission to join the journey. Okay. I'm a big believer of not saying join my team, because what word stands out? My. It's about you. It can't be about you. It has to be about them. Join the Scentsy opportunity. Join our Scentsy family. Join Scentsy. Start your own business. Start your journey. Everybody's thinking in the back of their mind when you talk to them about the business opportunity or the host opportunity or the product opportunity, what's in it for me? So ask yourself, what is in it for them? What is in it for them? What's in it for you? How have you benefited from this business? Being a consultant, whether you've been a consultant for a month or 5 years, write down what are the blessings that have been provided to you. I want you to see it. I want you to visually see how Scentsy's blessed your life. Because if you've never written it down, that's probably why you're struggling of whether this is an actual business opportunity for other people. Once you see those valid, very tangible reasons why, then you can offer that to other people. You'll have the confidence to say, this is why. This is what it's done for me, and I want that for you. Now, we always have to know that they're the ones that have to take the step, right? You can offer it, but you're literally the person that just unlocks the door for them, but they have to walk through. So a lot of people say, well, what do I say? Communicate what's currently happening might appeal to prospective team members, new catalog, products, programs like Scentsy Club and Whiffbox, partnerships with Disney. We have an amazing team member in our organization, and I'll say her name, shouting her out, Melissa Saganaro. She joined because her sponsor, Melissa Cohen, knew how much she loved Disneyland. That was it. Melissa Cohen, I'm sorry, Michelle Cohen. I don't know where Melissa Saganaro. Michelle Cohen knew that she loved Disneyland, and she found out we were going to Disneyland for reunion. So she said, hey, let's get started so you can come with us. And that's all she needed to hear. That's it. Because she knew her friend. She knew what her friend loved. So pay attention to your catalog. Is there something that makes you think of somebody? When I joined, there was a paws warmer that had little paws of dog paws all over it. It made me think of my best friend, Danielle, automatically. So I called her and I told her, oh my gosh, look at this warmer. I hadn't talked to her in years. We'd lost touch. And I said, I miss you. I miss my friend. And we started talking. And while we were talking, she said, how many people are on your team? I'm like, I just started like a week ago or like a couple days ago. She's like, well, I just joined. So you have a team member now. I was like, what? So because I knew my friend that she loves dogs, that Scentsy warmer connected, not only brought me my best friend back, and kindled our relationship, but I got my first team member. And I realized from the get-go, from like a days in, that this is an opportunity for everybody. And it's all about knowing your audience. Know your audience. Communicate what's happening this month and why this month is the best time to join. Share your own Scentsy story and include the personal reasons why you joined, which we've talked about. Once you know this person and how Scentsy could benefit them, share that with them. So that's why it's so important to get to know your clients. You know, what are their likes? What are dislikes? What about their family? Do they have children? Do they have dogs? Do they travel a lot? Do they want to travel a lot? And that's how you can cater the business opportunity to them. If they talk about, man, oh my gosh, I see you, going on trips all the time. I wish I could do that. Well, you can. Let's do this together. Again, you're just giving them permission that they can do it too. Get people to ask you about Scentsy. When someone shows an interest in your business, you have them hooked. There's no need to pressure them into joining. If people are asking questions like, well, how long have you been doing this? What are the requirements? Isn't it hard? I could never do that because I think I'm too shy. That is all signs of I want to join, but I don't know if I have permission to. And they want your permission. They need you to support them and believe in them before they believe in themselves. Okay, so now that you've shared your message about the Scentsy opportunity, it's time to extend your invitation to join. A simple way to move from the message to an invitation is through a bridge statement. This provides a natural transition from speaking about your Scentsy experience to inviting them to become a consultant. A good bridge statement incorporates your best understanding of who you are inviting. What interest or motivates them? What unique traits do they have that would help them succeed in the business? So for instance, I always use, are they incredibly organized? Are they great with people? Are they friendly? Are they good listeners? Do they love to read? Do they love to listen to podcasts and learn new things? Speaking of Michelle Cohen, that's how I knew that Michelle would love what we do, is because she loves, like I do, to grow herself on a personal level. She likes going to seminars. She likes reading books. She likes growing herself. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect for her. She would just eat this business up. And she has, and she loves it. And I knew that she'd want to do this with me because we both, on a friendship level, before she became a consultant, would love to just sit and talk to each other about life and human behavior and growing and what we've learned recently. And so now we're on this journey together, and it's so much fun. And she was able to invite Melissa, and she has more team members because of it. Okay, so for good customers, this is what you can say. You already love the product and have told everyone how much you love Scentsy. You would make a perfect consultant. Now, here's what you're doing. You're giving them confidence. You're saying, no, I believe in you, because you need to believe in them before they believe in themselves. For friends, family, people you already know, tell them what you've been up to with the business. Would it be fun for us? Wouldn't it be fun for us to work together? Say that. Ask them. For party attendees, you can say, we have so many amazing products in our catalog. Since the product is so easy to sell, it's a great way to make some extra income. Are you at all interested in joining? Sometimes people have never even thought about that until you bring it up. They're like, am I interested? Wait a minute. Maybe I am. I just asked somebody this morning. She's bought from me twice. That's it. And the first time was a very just like a non-formal party. I went over for a client's house to show her my stuff, my products, because she likes to buy stock. And I brought all my stock, and she just happened to have friends over, and I walked out of there with $300 worth of orders, and that was one of them. And so when I went to follow up with her, she ended up ordering a lot. And I basically said, hey, have you thought about joining Scentsy? I think you'd have a lot of fun with it. You love the products and you have a great personality. And she said, you know what? I've never thought about it, but I definitely will. I said, well, let me know if you have any questions. Here's my link so you can read a little bit more about it. And what I'm going to do when I get home, because I'm not home right now, I'm going to pop a possibility packet in the mail for her. And unless she contacts me first, I'll probably give her until, this week, and then contact her next weekend and see what she's thought so far. And I'll pop it in the mail for her to see if that'll help her kind of move things along. Here are a few ideas for bridge statements you might use based on their unique traits that would make them great for Scentsy. We've already actually discussed this. You're so friendly. I think you'd be a great Scentsy consultant. You mentioned that you love to travel. Okay, I've already said all this stuff. I'm just kind of covering the basis. I think Scentsy would be great for you because you can earn exciting trips abroad or take more time to travel solo. You're so motivated. I think you'd be a great addition to the Scentsy family. So if you see somebody that's very self-motivated, that's an amazing skill to have in this business, because most people have to actually grow that skill, that they need somebody to kind of push them along. A lot of consultants, even you guys, say, hey, I need an accountability partner because I just can't do this myself. I'm not disciplined enough. But when you see somebody that's disciplined in their life on their own for whatever, going to the gym, with their work schedule, whatever it may be, bring that up, that you've noticed that, and that how that is such a huge skill that would benefit them being a Scentsy consultant. I think Scentsy would be a great opportunity for you to meet new people and gain a network of supportive and positive people with similar goals. Okay. So right after your bridge statement, ask them if they're ready to get started. That's where most consultants where they struggle is they're consistently asking, but they're not asking for them to actually join. They're not taking the next step. So, when do you want to get started? When can we get you started? When can we schedule a time that we get you started and do our initial coaching? You're bringing them to the next level, and it's making them really think about that commitment. If we're just saying, oh, you should be a Scentsy consultant, and then never say anything about it again, yes, you're planting seeds, but you're not helping them move forward in that concept. So we have to continue to follow through, because they may just think you're joking. Oh, yeah, maybe I should. And they forget. So you have to go, no, I was really serious. Like, we need to get you going, because this is a great time of year to get going. It's always a great time to get going. Let's see. Express confidence in them and let them know they wouldn't be in this alone. We talked about that. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You be with them every step of the way, and don't overthink the invitation. Just ask. Just ask. If the answer is no, that's okay. Sometimes a no just means not now. All right. So I'm actually reading from, it's called Share the Opportunity, and I'm going to put this in our unit so you guys can actually download this and have this as a something to go over and remind you of things that you could say. So there's actually a step-by-step like worksheet that I want you to do. This is your first assignment. It says who's on your list. So there's different columns. You see that? Different columns. The first column says, who would you love to have on your team? So we like to call it your dream team. Who do you think you want to be around? You love to be around people that bring out the best in you. You're happy around them. They inspire you. They put you in a good mood. So they always say you are the 5 people you hang around with the most. So if they're not bringing you joy, you're probably not, you're basically surrounding yourself with negative people. So you need to be very selective with who you surround yourself with consistently. It's fine that, and some of those people that don't really bring the joy out in you are your own loved ones, your family members. So you choose limited amount of time to spend with them. You love them, you want to spend time with them, but if they bring you down, you have control over selecting the time that you spend with them. But who is your dream team? If you love being around your best friend and you guys get along so great and you have fun together and this, why wouldn't you want them on your team? So you can share Scentsy together. Maybe your boss is just, oh my gosh, my boss would be so amazing with this. You might be intimidated saying it's my boss, but it doesn't matter. You have an opportunity to share. So you never know until you ask, until you share. Okay. So I want you to write down your 5 top people that you want on your dream team. The next, how can Scentsy enrich their lives? So specifically each of them, what is it about them that you think Scentsy is going to benefit their lives? As you do this exercise, you're going to start realizing how many benefits there really is for so many different types of people for Scentsy. It really is for everybody if they want it to be. Okay. And the next thing is notes for follow-up. So I want you to track your conversations because sometimes it takes a lot of conversations. Statistically, it's 6 to 8 times a conversation or asking before they even start really truly thinking about it. So you want to see where your progress has been, what you've actually talked about. And as you get to know them better, you may add that that piece of information that was missing, all these conversations that basically dot your I's and cross your T's and make them go, okay, maybe I can do this. Okay. The next step is how and where will you meet new people? I want you to think about that. Right now we're in our COVID and things are a little different, but you still have opportunity to meet new people in Facebook groups, in social media groups, asking for referrals. You still have to go to the grocery store, guys, and get your food, right? You go to the restaurant every now and then, you need to get out of the house. So your waitress, your, what are they called? Host at the door of a restaurant, your cashier at the grocery store, all these people, the person standing in line next to you. If you guys were on the Super Saturday call just yesterday, I talked about this lady that asked, what do I need to stop doing and what do I need to start doing? And what she got was, I need to stop looking at my phone while I'm in line, because she would have missed out, because she did that. She took the challenge and said, I'm not going to be on my phone while I'm standing in line at the grocery store. And she met a gentleman that he would have never had the blessing of somebody saying happy birthday to him if she didn't start a conversation with him. And he shared that information with her that, guess what? It's my birthday today. And she was able to be blessed, not only bless him, but she felt blessed that she was able to say happy birthday and be the only person that actually said happy birthday to him in that day. So transfer that to Scentsy is that you never know if you're going to meet somebody. It might be your new best friend, right? And maybe they don't join Scentsy, but you are missing out on opportunities in life of meeting new people. But yes, they can turn into your next hostess, your next customer or client, hopefully. And the best opportunity is for them to become your new team member one day, right? Okay, so how will you meet new people? I want you to ponder. I want you to think about training calls of way other people have met people. Groups that you're a part of. You might be part of a book club, your church. Different ways that you are communicating and connecting with people are all ways to meet new people. Build your message is the next one. Reflect on the key benefits of running your own business. flexibility, extra income, travel. What happens this month that might appeal to prospective team members? What's going on? What do you think that is a good thing to share with them that, you know, it might be a join special. It may just be we're having a launch of new amazing licensed products, which they can automatically share with their clients, their friends and family that loves Disney products or whatever. Check the news tab for what's happening this month. So it's very important to know your business, guys. You have to be on top of it because you could be missing out on opportunities. That one little link that one missing link that you've been trying to connect the dots with, that one person that you've been trying to get to join. You might say, oh my gosh, you know, I'm just using the example that the child warmer came out. She loves Star Wars. That might be the icing on the cake or the cherry on top that makes her go, okay, I love Disney too much. I'm buying too much. I need to become a consultant because I need to at least get my commission back as far as a discount. Reflect on positive things happening in your business. For example, what have you accomplished lately? So this is something that a lot of consultants don't do. They don't reflect on the positive of what they've actually accomplished. They're always analyzing what hasn't happened, what they haven't done, the promotion they haven't done, the sales goal they haven't achieved, the amount of people that they've talked to that haven't joined, whatever. And they always basically are looking at what they can't or they haven't done. I want you to stop that. And I want you to write down and this is going to be a big number, but it's going to force you to really think. From the moment you started, whether it's 5 years or 5 weeks ago, what have you achieved that has moved you forward in this business? What positive things? Maybe you met your best friend. Maybe you picked up the phone and had a conversation that you never thought you'd ever do in your life. You booked your first party, whatever. And I want you to dig deep, because the more you're digging, you're going to find all these little wins that really are something to cheer about, something to pat yourself on the back to. And those little wins are building up momentum. And if you stick around long enough and you continue to be consistent, you are going to be building a business and you're going to get the rewards. And then basically put it all together. Now you've brainstormed your join message. Reflect on the following questions. 1 is, what will you say about why people should join this month? 2 is, what will you say about the personal experiences? 3, what will you say about the key benefits of running Scentsy business? So then there's like a little chart here, okay? What will you say at parties, in one-on-one conversations? So I want you to think about that. You've got to have a strategy, that you can pull out of your hat when a conversation happens. What do you say? If somebody at the line at Starbucks all of a sudden is interested in becoming a consultant, are you prepared for that? Are you prepared with material, but also are you prepared of what this opportunity is? If they are at your party and they all of a sudden you're talking about the business opportunity and you have somebody that is interested, what will you say? Okay. What will you say at the parties that you're introducing the business opportunity? If that is not part of your demonstration, you're hurting your business, because people that come to parties are more likely people that are going to host parties and actually become a consultant. So you are in a gold mine of opportunity. So if you're missing that and not talking about when they can host their own party and that they can become a consultant too, you're missing the boat. You're missing the boat, my friend. But even if you're thinking, there's like, dang, Jess, I never really talked about the business opportunity at a party, or I've never even asked anybody else to host. I just collected their orders and gave the host her rewards, and that was that. Focus on what you did do. Celebrate that you at least had a party, you had a host, and now you can actually add more opportunity to your business by offering it at the party. What will you share on social media? Okay, think about the different things that you're going to share on social media. That's something I'm still working on, guys. That's new for me. I've always dabbled in it, and now I realize how powerful being consistent, even on social media, is. And then step 3, take action. Here are some ideas of taking action. Post 3 times per week on social media about why you love your Scentsy business. Use the message you created in step 2. Have a one-on-one conversation with each person you listed in step 1. Hold an opportunity night. Invite everyone on your list to attend. Date of my next opportunity night, I want you to put it here. Now, it can be on Zoom. It doesn't have to be in person. You invite all these people. Hey, we've talked about you joining before. I'm doing an opportunity night to kind of talk about the ins and outs of the business. I'd love for you to join the Zoom. So you can sit back, listen to what other people ask. Maybe you can, if you have some questions, I can answer them that maybe I've never answered. And it's just giving them a real professional and secure way to get their questions answered. And it makes them feel like, wow, I'm going to get a lot of support if I join this, because he goes out of his way to actually provide that, the knowledge. So if I become a consultant, they're going to be there for me to answer questions for, things that I may need help in. My action plan for sharing the opportunity this month. So I want you to write your action plan. All right, and you can download this from your training center, but I'm going to also put it in the units. But that is your assignment, is to finish that. And then there's also a sponsoring challenge that I'm going to post that I would like you to participate in. And please share your feedback. Please, as you do it, it's actually going to be a 7-day challenge. So I want you to record and share with us what type of results you've got with each day, if any. And even if you got results 3 days after your first day, share it with us. And it's really going to open your eyes about the intention and the actions that you do consistently, how important it really is. And you will see why some people get success and some people don't. The ones that are getting success are serious about this. They've made a decision, this is what I'm going to do. And 2, they're consistent, because that is measurable. When they're consistent, they can see the results. When you're not consistent, you don't know what's working. Okay. So consistency is key. And you probably heard that 1,000 times in all the other trainings, but it is key with every area of your business. I am so excited to hear what you guys learn. And congratulations to all that you've made it this far through the program. And we're going to be sending some certificates of accomplishment for those that fill out all the homework and have completed through week 6. And I'm just excited for all of you. And again, I'd like to give a special thanks to all the directors, Lauren, Michelle, Brittany, and Ashley and Nina, and going out of their way to make this time a very special one, especially during the holiday season. Everybody's really busy, but the best time to be growing and learning your business is when it's the busy season. So you could truly be maximizing the opportunity. All right, guys, you are angels of light. Know that your light shines towards everyone. People are watching you, and you have the example to inspire others. You do. You inspire me. You inspire your directors. And you have things that we can learn. Just so you know, I've been doing this for almost 10 years, but you know something I don't know. You have a skill that I don't have. And I love that we're a team, because we're not in this by ourselves. We're in this together, right? And where I lack, you thrive. And so that's what teams do, is we fill in the gaps and we hold each other up and we make it happen. All right, angels, love you all. And I'm so excited that you got this far in your program. And now you just have to put everything together that you learned this week and the last 6 weeks, and start implementing the knowledge that you have, and be consistent. All right. Can't wait to see what you guys do in 2021. Bye, guys.